You're smart, dude. I'll tell you.
I know.
Genius.
I try and think about things sometimes.
Sometimes. That's.
Sometimes.
I'm glad you said sometimes.
Eric,
Can you please not speak to me at this time? I'm trying to get this TCM out. Garrett. What kind of dumb shit are you gonna fucking ask me right now?
Well, you just got a new vehicle on your list, so.
Yeah, it is a new vehicle. All I've ever wanted to see is a Stanley Cup, but that's not happening. Oh, it looks like this is ECS.
Is that another company that ports blowers?
I think this is a Concord blower, but I think it was done by ECS.
So what all are you doing to this?
It is getting a cam balancer, swapping out the upper pulley, I believe. We are doing flex fuel, rotofab, and a P3. It's already got a quartz tank, catch can, Concord blower, the export, headers. So yeah, you saw the baseline.
Yeah, the baseline was pretty good. I guess some things are pretty tightly jammed up in there.
Yeah, the sway bar's the worst. The rack's not too bad. Just fishing the sway bar out is a little tricky. You don't need to go fishing to practice your baitcaster. You can do that in the yard. In fact, I suggest you practice in a yard before you go out fishing, because you're only going to get frustrated on the water. It's really not that difficult, especially with the reels they make nowadays.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I learned on a harder reel, in my opinion. The reels nowadays are almost impossible to get backlash. You can still do it, but.
Yeah, I can smell this dude through his car. That's pretty long. It's probably the intermittent, I think.
A little extra because of the extension, but we're good. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
I assume you get the valve springs all wrapped up.
You assume a lot of things, you know that?
I guess nobody's ever told him.
I know. I was gonna say, his best friends never told him. Go ahead, Matt. Tell him.
You know what assuming does?
What's it do, Matt?
Just makes an ass out of you and me.
Imagine waiting out in this fucking weather. Garrett's head's gonna be freezing cold.
I have a hoodie. I can put my hood up. I'll be alright.
Not in Philadelphia, you can't.
You can't put your hood up in Philadelphia.
Wow, they're gonna think you're some kind of hoodlum or something. Or homeless. They're probably gonna think you're homeless.
Probably.
Look at this guy. What was that?
Toaster.
Watching Garrett's TikToks and the fucking camera's like this, Eric.
Blow gun central.
Oh, man. Bring the blow gun back in again.
No.
We gotta get forward over here.
I got a BB gun now. Good one. Good pellet gun. I got. Brother-in-law gave it to me. I got it sighted in. Got a nice scope on her. Hey Dave.
Alright.
He's not doing so well right now.
To answer your question, no, I'm not. I have no idea what I'm doing here, Garrett, so there's not much to film.
Okay.
I'll let you try, and then, you know, we'll see how it goes.
What size pulley did we move up to? Or I guess did we change from and then move up to?
2175 to a 230.
And we did that because we changed the lower, so it'll still make more boost anyway.
You're smart, dude, I'll tell you.
I know.
Genius.
I try and think about things sometimes.
Sometimes. That's.
Sometimes.
I'm glad you said sometimes.
Hey, you know, I'm humble.
Because more than half the time you ain't using your brain. So, I'm glad you actually told the truth there.
I usually do.
That's not true.
Why do you even say that shit to Eric? You know what he's gonna say.
I know. I do it on purpose.
I don't think you did.
Yeah, I'd have to agree, Matt. Thank you for sticking up for me on that one. He does not do it on purpose.
It's easy to get Eric fired up.
He truly thinks he tells the truth to people. How do you feel about it, Matt? And you know firsthand as well. People that lie to your face, you just can't trust them.
Unfortunately, it's the sickness of the mind, Eric.
I know.
They don't do it to hurt you.
I know.
They don't even.
They can't help it. I know plenty of people like that, Matt. Plenty.
Yeah, but usually it's ugly. Pretty obvious.
It's pretty serious. Ask me. Oh, that's right. Every time I fucking do these intakes, I forget you gotta switch that. You hearing that frog in here, Garrett?
Yeah, I know. It's fucking literal. It's the frog, man. It's the strangest thing.
It really is. Right, baby.
Got her motor running. Gary, why don't you turn the fucking camera off?
Praise the Lord Jesus Christ. God, what a fucking man.
There it looks like we should use a knife.
I'll tell you one thing, these things fit great on the Z06s.
What do you got?
Not so much the ZR1s.
Let's say that thing went right on.
No, probably because they're not meant for ZR1s.
You know, Matt, you're probably right, buddy.
I don't know how.
You're not probably
that,
right, but you know.
Yeah.
That's how it is sometimes.
Derek, UPS is out the door.
Okay. Eric, is this your least favorite part about building cars? Is doing all the wiring and stuff
No, I
like
don't
that?
mind the wiring.
No? What is your absolute least favorite thing to do?
No fucking idea. Anything on the fucking V2. I don't like these P3 gauges. They're a fucking pain in the ass.
How's the gauge coming along?
Haven't even started wiring it yet. Thanks for asking.
My brother watched the video with the red V last night. It was the one with the we were talking about one-eyed trouser trouts.
You had no idea what that was.
He immediately texted me talking about one-eyed trouser trouts.
You guys were talking about them?
Yeah.
Yeah, you like them? What'd you guys have to say about them?
No, he just said you're fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
That was it.
All right, this is a 18 Z06. Yes, I'm losing my voice. Fuck off. This came with some shit done to it already. I think it already had a ported blower. I don't think it's an export. And it had like a pulley and some other shit on it. We did full cam package, Innovators West, balancer, 2.3 grip tech pulley, did an off-road X pipe, flex fuel setup, DSX flex fuel setup, and rotofab big gulp, and a P3 gauge. It's almost warm. So I'm gonna warm up the tires and the trans and then I'll make a hit. This also does not have meth. The guy didn't want it. Mainly, he's in a wheelchair, so he has to put his wheelchair and stuff in the back, and it wouldn't have fit with the meth tank and stuff back there. So we're just doing pump and E. So we'll see what it makes. It's got like a stock tire on it too, so we'll see how it looks. I did put the HD down. delete that run, because it doesn't matter. It wouldn't have made anything impressive. Still lean. Obviously, because I think the compare file I used, car had meth, and this one doesn't, so you need to add a bunch more fuel. And this thing's making a lot of fucking boost. I don't like that on straight pump gas. I made 20.5 pounds there. We're gonna change the pulley on this thing. I guess I just talked to Bill. Bill said the guy had a 217 pulley on it, and we put a 2.3 on it, but it's not enough, so we're gonna grab a stock size pulley, which I think is like a 245 or something, and then put that on. But we don't have one here, so it'll be tomorrow. All right, we're back on the Z06. We put a bigger pulley on it. Let's see how much boost it makes. Fucking a lot less boost. Made like 5 less pounds, but it made fucking more power, and it didn't get any knock because I have no timing in it. I don't know what pulley we put on this thing. It had a 2.3 on it, so we put a stock size pulley on it, which is a 2.5. I wouldn't have thought it would have dropped that much boost. Whatever, it still made good power, so I'm gonna roll with it. I'm gonna add some timing in it. Yeah, I guess really the only sizes you can get are the 3 sizes that we already had for this thing. So, this is what we gotta do. But, should be okay once I put some timing back in it. Obviously, because I had a ton out because it was making so much boost on straight 93. Timing help. So 724, now it's with 756, so I picked up 32 wheel, which is good on straight 93 octane on 15 pounds. Picked up 30 torque also, so. A little bit less there. 749, 6.8, same torque. This thing's probably done on pump gas. Do you want to get E ready? I'm gonna add a little bit more timing and down low, actually. I think this guy said he's got a different set of tires for it. I don't even know how much E we'll be able to put in this thing. Duty cycle's at like 28, 29 right now, and generally like 35 is like it. So we'll try with like maybe 20 or 30% E first, and then go from there. All right, this will probably be final pull on 93. This is getting hot now. I made like 5 pulls in like 20 minutes. So I lost 10 there. But we'll throw some E in it and go from there. We'll be back. Well, it's still equally as hot, if not hotter, because I just cycled all the E around. It's at 18%. I just want to go slow to see how much I'll have or be able to run. It's easier to add than it is take it out. still pretty close, the same on duty cycle, but it made the same power. Can you dump some more in? Duty cycle was okay there. All right, we're like 25% right now. Actually, it went up a little bit as it cycled around. It's at like 30%. But duty cycle's actually still doing okay, so. I'll be back after I get it cycled around and shit. This thing's gonna be hot as fuck, so I'm gonna make a couple pulls, make sure it's dialed in, and then I'm gonna let it cool down and make some power pulls. All right, I got the E cycled around. It's at 36%, but the car's hot as fuck, so I'm not expecting anything good with numbers. AIT2s are 127, just chilling here. I just want to make sure air fuel's good, and then I'm gonna let this thing cool because I've been hammering on this thing for the last half hour. I can't believe it made that 773, 686 torque. This thing's hot as fuck. I'm gonna let it cool off. We'll be back. It's much cooler now. AITs are 75 instead of 100 and whatever they were, 30 or 25 or something. I let it sit for like maybe 45 minutes. We are at 40% E. I'm gonna see where that is on a cold pull, duty cycle wise, and then we'll go from there. I think it was a little too cold. Just gonna make another rip, see what it is, see what it does. That's kind of what I figured. 783, 716. I do still need to add a little fuel to it though. .798, 717 torque. That's killer power with no meth or anything on 15.7 pounds. So, I mean, we'll call it 16 pounds, but it's just under 16 pounds of boost. Honestly, pretty killer. And I'm gonna put some timing in it. Let's see if we can hit 800, and then we're gonna call it a day. It's not hot yet, but it's... All right, I'm gonna do some trans now. I don't think it's even gonna try and hold third gear because it's got a like stock tire on it, but it was 40% E, like 39% actually. Let's see if a 4 or 5, I'll see how fourth gear is, but I really don't think third gear will do anything. Do that again. It spun a little bit, but all right. It was good. I'm gonna call that a wrap. This guy should be happy with this thing. I mean, 800 wheel on 40% E. No meth, one's like not even 16 pounds of boost. That's pretty killer. I mean, if he gets meth and we put the other pulley back on, I mean, this thing would probably make 70 or more. That's a wrap. Later. Well, I was gonna quick take this thing out because we just finished it on a dyno. I was like, I'll take it out real quick because it's supposed to rain for like 2 or 3 days, and it just literally started raining like as soon as I backed out of the shop. But I'll still take it out and cruise it, but obviously I'm not going to be able to do anything as far as wide open throttle on this thing. But there's like a it's funny, I screenshotted and took a picture of the rain cloud. Let me see. Look at that. Obviously we're the dot like up here or whatever, but it's gonna rain a little bit. But this thing made killer power for no meth. You fucking idiot. I hate people around here, man. They have no idea how to drive. They just, it's whatever goes. Stop signs, yield signs, don't matter. Might as well have no signs. It's just a free-for-all. A little ZL1 coming. I wonder if it's getting dropped off. I assume so. Maybe there's 2 cars behind him, but little black ZL1. Yeah, I mean, this thing for no meth made killer power. And especially only on being on like not even 16 pounds of boost. Depending on the run and how cold or hot the blower was, it was really in between 15 and a half and 16 pounds of boost. And on no meth, it made 800 horsepower. So on E, I think, but like E, let me see, whatever's in the tank. I think like E40 something, E38, which honestly is really good. It's crazy. Certain cars just make more than others, and on the same mods. And it's like shit. Back in the day, I know we did a CTSV, and it was stock. We baselined it. I think it like later had an issue with something, and it was being weird. And we actually returned it back to stock and brought it to the dealer. The dealer put a new motor in it, and it was back to bone stock. And then we redynoed it bone stock again, and the new motor made like 40 more horsepower than the other one. I mean, obviously there was an issue with something, whatever it was. I don't remember, it was years ago. But still, I mean, certain cars are just different. Some run better than others, some make more power than others, but that's all part of the game, you know. That's just that's why we baseline everything. Oh, this lady is pushing a little baby in a stroller. I feel bad. This thing's really nice though. I like the spec on this. Silver and black basically, but it's got like all black interior, red stitching and red suede and stuff in it, Alcantara, whatever you want to call it. It's really nice. Black wheels, black stripe on the hood. Looks good. This guy was pretty cool. He wasn't from far, Jersey somewhere. I think he was a couple hours away. Well, it's a shame that it's raining, but I don't know if this thing has a tire on it anyway. I don't think that it does. Because I think I remember talking to the guy about it when he dropped it off. So I'm just gonna cruise back to the shop. Shift's nice and smooth, ripping on it, or not ripping on it, driving it normally. Just in touring mode, wideband's working. To make sure the E content reads the same. We did a P3 gauge, so 30. It says 37%, which in the ECU is bouncing around 37, 38. So it is now full blown raining. So all right, I'm gonna try and take you guys, bring the GoPro with me, and when I test drive these cars some more, because I know you guys like it. I probably will do it more in the summer, you know, since it's going to be warmer and I can actually rip on them. You know, a lot of these cars, you know, depending on the tire that it's on, stuff like that, if it's 30 degrees and it's on like a semi-normal tire, there's really nothing I can do. Oh, it is pouring. That's why I try and do most of the shifting and wide open throttle and all that stuff on the dyno. You know, sometimes I like to just double check them on the street, but you can't always do that depending on when the car gets here and, you know, some other factors like this, for instance, rain. He's not, today is Thursday, I think. Yeah, today's Thursday. He's not picking it up till Monday, but I think it's supposed to rain for like 3 days. So, I mean, if it's not raining Monday, I will, depending on what time he's coming, I'll more than likely take it back out. But that's it for now. This thing made killer power. I'm sure he'll be happy with it. I know I am. On to the next. taxes.